shoulder.
Oh, bite your shoulder?
That's my man.
Yo, Tio, we just get a Haney Kambosos. Who do you think wins that fight, brother?
Oh, fuck. No, it's a made fight for Haney. Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
The whole shit was a scheme, bro. They had DAZN. I was on a DAZN platform. They gave it to Kambosos because they knew what I was going to do with it. They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop him. Then it's a longer process for Devin to become, quote-unquote, undisputed. It's all a game, man. They pay that shit.
Isn't it gonna be tough to win in Australia though? Like if it's a setup, isn't it? When they set it up in America, not Australia, where why is
everything's already made. It's everything. I had to see that for myself.
So
they already knew who won before they even fucking announced it. See the tapes.
Hey Tio, what advice would you give Dev though on what he's got to do in the ring with Kambosos?
Fuck Buffalo.
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we just heard from your man's Teofimo Lopez. Listen, I can't lie to you. Yeah, when Deontay Wilder came out after taking his whooping from Tyson Fury, I said that listen, there's never been a man so gassed off his bonds as Deontay Wilder, but what we now know is Teofimo Lopez is indeed the most gassed of all of them. Yeah, and the worst thing is, there's an old saying, don't judge a man unless you've walked in his shoes. Yeah, and your man Teofimo Lopez, when Wilder was, when Wilder was bugging, your man Teofimo Lopez, because he had the belts, because he was up right then, he thought he was nice, saying, oh man, my name Teofimo Lopez, and my name Teofimo Lopez, and Deontay Wilder a crybaby, he need to man up. I'm an undisputed champion. I beat Lomachenko, and I'm the daddy. Oops. Yeah, 2-2 takes a loss, which by the way, wasn't even controversial. Let's not forget that, people. This loss was not even a little bit controversial. And guess what? Oh man, it's all set up. It's all set up for Devin. No power Haney. No power heaven. Listen, people, let's be real now. Who here thinks that DAZN are rigging things for no power having Haney? Haney barely got this fight. Haney had to beg for this fight. Haney had to fly all the way to Australia and take super B-side money for this fight. I bet it's all rigged for Devin, no power having Haney. Of all the fighters, who have some clout, who might be able to rig things, let me tell you now, Devin ain't one of them. I actually kind of felt sorry for Devin, if you get what I'm saying. He been down bad for a minute. He down all the way bad. Yeah? So, again, this shows you how buggy your man Teofimo is. He going all the way through it right now. I've never seen a man down as bad as Teofimo Lopez. And I actually got to say not a lot of credit, but I've got to give credit to the Fight Hype general who was doing the questions here, because he even realised how hard your man Teofimo Lopez was bugging, because he even said, wait a minute, if you're telling us it's all set up for Devin, no power having Haney, then why is it in Australia? Oops. Like for example, today, I was looking at the odds for this fight, and it ends up, basically, it's about 50-50. Well, tell you, no, it's about 60-40 in Devin's favour. And I can't lie to you, I took them odds. Yeah, I took them odds. But really, I think the reason it's so close, this fight really shouldn't be more than 70-30, but the reason it is closer in Kambosos' favour is because it's in Oz. We've seen all the bad decisions in the UK recently. Yeah, we've seen your man's Josh Bumler get a massive decision over Jack Casserole. So it's one of them ones. And if anything, Australia's even more, even more kind of patriotic. And don't forget as well, it's a stadium fight, the full works. So if anyone's going to get a decision, I'd like to think it's going to be Kambosos, but still, like the man said, listen, Teofimo, we know you're bugging right now, yeah? We know you're going all the way through it right now, but where's the logic in that? Oh wait there, DAZN rigged it, and yet DAZN couldn't even get the fight. And in fact, scrap that. One thing the dopey ass Fight Hype cat did forget to mention is, what do we know? The fight isn't even on DAZN. Oops. Wait a minute. So DAZN rigged it. DAZN bumped you. Oh, wait a minute. So wait a minute, Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, let me get this straight. Are you saying DAZN got your ass knocked down in the first round? Oops. Yeah, don't forget that. That's one thing I love about these cats, yeah. That's one thing I love about these tweakers. Yeah, that is the one thing I love about these tweakers. They always don't take no responsibility. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, let's say it was a big conspiracy against Teofimo. How did the DAZN Devin Haney conspiracy get your ass knocked down in the first round? Oops. Yeah, you notice he ain't asking that question. That's one question he ain't asking. And like the guy said, or like I was about to say, listen, never mind that. Never mind your ass getting knocked down in the first round. If it's such a, oh man, you know, my name Teofimo Lopez, and this fight was set up, and the DAZN set this fight up. Y'all gotta see this guy, yeah. He sounds like one of these Q anal cats. Yeah, 100%. All of you, trust me, this cat here sounds like some Alex Jones Q anal cat, yeah? Some zesty January 6th Q anal looking ass cat. Yeah, 100%. Oh man, you know, you gotta follow the white rabbit. Yeah, man, you know, you gotta follow the white rabbit, and Q's plan, and, you know, Trump's the white hat. Yeah, man, you know, he a white hat, he a Trump, and he QAnal, and all this kind of stuff. But like I was saying, if it's all some big conspiracy, how did the big conspirators not even get this fight on their platform? Didn't even get this fight in their country. This fight's in Australia, and it's not on DAZN. Devin had to leave DAZN. Oops. It's bad for... Listen, tweakers worldwide are down right now. Yeah, your man Teofimo Lopez got you man down all the way bad. I've never seen a cat as down bad as this individual. He's seriously going through it. I've never seen someone as delusional as this man. And then the worst thing is, yeah, the minute he started realising how weak his argument was, and bear in mind, people, this interviewer, he ain't the YB, he ain't got 200 IQ, so he wasn't even mentioning the points I'm mentioning. All it took was one bar about the location, and then all of a sudden, Teofimo Lopez goes from talking about Q anal, yeah, goes from talking about January 6th and Trump white hat to, oh man, fuck Devin Haney. Fuck Cambosos. Wait a minute. I thought you was explaining the big conspiracy. Now all of a sudden, you in your feels. Yeah? And this shows you how emotional the tweakers are. Tweakers don't have nothing but emotion and tweak. And that's what you saw here. A big tweaking episode. Oh man, you know, it's DAZN and it's Devin Haney. Listen, Devin Haney don't do no numbers. What? No word of a lie, yeah? Teofimo Lopez, we know for a fact, the African American market is weak. African Americans don't show up and support their own. They don't. Yeah? The only reason Floyd did numbers was because white folk were hating on him. Let's be real now. That's the truth. People tuned in to watch Floyd lose. No one support Floyd. Yeah? Facts. No, bottom line is, no one got their wallet out to support Floyd from the community. He's zesty. Yeah? However, Teofimo Lopez, he has that whole South American Canelo thing going on. So from a money point of view, you can't tell me Teofimo is... You can't tell me DAZN magically want Devin Haney to... You know what I mean? Why would they want to put Devin Haney on? If anything, they was begging to make that fight. I remember Eddie Hearn begging to make the Teofimo Lopez fight against Devin, no power having Haney. So start taking some responsibility. You got your ass knocked down in the first round and you never recovered. And Cambosos was hungry, and you underestimated your opponent, and you paid dearly for it. That's the top and the bottom of it. Yeah. About it was Q Anal's fault. About it was Trump and it was January 6th's fault. Sounding ass. But again, I do have to give Teofimo Lopez some respect or some credit here, because you can't say it's not entertaining. Watching a man bug out to this extent, to this degree, it's I mean, you can't, this is valuable, yeah, extremely valuable viewing, proper tweaker. Do you know what I'm saying? Most time, people don't realise, most 99% of the tweak culture does not get captured on camera. So we have to be grateful for Teofimo Lopez for giving us an insight into the tweaker. Into the tweaker lifestyle. We know his daddy off that crank. He off the rock heavy, 100%. Yeah. Listen, Lopez Senior, Teofimo Lopez Senior. He off that rock. You know that. You best believe that. He off that ice. Yeah. He off that Missouri crank. That's what he be off. And it seems to me like his son be off the same kind of stuff, talking about Q anal, it's Q, and it's Follow the White Rabbit, and it's the White Hats, and it's Trump the Savior, and all this kind of oh man, DAZN and Devin Haney, and it's Q8 they with Q, and they following the plan, and sounding ass is bad, and it's bad as well. Like I said, when he lost all composure and just started walking off at the end, when he realised he was just bugging. That's how bad. It's bad, yeah. It's bad when a tweaker realises they've been caught tweaking. That's what this was for me. He realised, wait a minute. It's almost like, have you seen the videos, yeah? When a tweaker gets pulled over by the police whilst they're driving, and it gets to the point where initially the tweaker, you'll see him on, the policeman and all the viewers know the guy's off his bonds. Off the crank, off the Missouri ice, yeah? Everyone can see it. We can see it. The police can see it. Everyone can see it. Even the tweaker knows he tweaking, but still, every tweaker, when they're pulled over by the police, they all, for the first X amount of time, they all try it. They all try and kind of suck it up. But it gets to the point where they know it's a losing game, and that's what you saw here when he walks off and says, "Oh," he goes from talking about deep conspiracy theories to saying, "Oh man, fuck Haney, this guy," and he walks off, turns his back. That there was he knew he'd been got. Yeah, he knew everyone had saw him at that point. He knew he'd been exposed, getting his bug on. Yeah, getting his tweak on, 100%. Teofimo looking ass, sounding ass, acting ass. No doubt. But anyway, listen. In fact, I'll end it here. Teo, I don't think's ever gonna recover from this. Why? I mean, he just too delusional. He's taken no responsibility for anything. Yeah? Not a bit of responsibility, just making excuses. Big excuse making a big excuse making sounding ass, acting ass, 100%. And until he does that, nothing gonna change. About the people knew he was going to leave the belts. Leave the belts and do what? Go up to 140. You're food at 140. You can't even handle the small dons at 135. Kambosos was a small cat at 135. You can't even get that light working. About you're going to leave the belts like you're some big... Imagine that. Imagine believing, yeah, a company was going to rig it in Devin Haney's favour like he's some big cat. And... that theory in itself implies that Teofimo Lopez knew he wasn't valuable, because the only way DAZN would back Devin over him would be if he was a nobody. And I'm pretty sure Teofimo at the time when Devin was calling him out was saying, "Oh man, get your numbers up. You Devin don't do no numbers." I know for a fact Teofimo said that about Devin. Devin's got no power and Devin don't do no numbers. But yet now, you get whooped, you lose, you get knocked down in the first round, and all of a sudden, the man who don't do no numbers, you're saying big multi-billion-dollar networks have backed him and have run a big scam against you. Get serious. You well buggy. Yeah, Teofimo buggy. Lopez, no doubt. Fix up.